The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 16 carries, 78 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
On 2nd down, Tua. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 17 carries, 96 yards.
And when you measure numbers for the guys that carry the football, it's not just the yardage. How many times do they ring the bell? How many times they get into the end zone? And now that he has 15 for the year, everyone gets to celebrate, starting with his offensive line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Pacheco. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throw out left, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Pierce now up the middle. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and 10, it's Pierce. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
We'll love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Moore. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's a second down and 4. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Got his man, Dell. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run for Pierce out of the gun. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A gain of 39 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Danny Gray hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Tua going to try and go quickly here. Now a throw here, hauled in. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's caught by Davis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tua to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing that puts them in that position.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd down and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. after the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On play action, they'll throw. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin with a matchup of the two teams that Peyton Manning took to a Super Bowl championship. Denver heading east to take on Indianapolis. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. We'll stay in the AFC North as we head over to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Giants still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. 39 yards there, a big one.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Now a run with Pacheco.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
Now a give up the middle to Williams.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 17-3.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now readying for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Pacheco once again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Danny Gray with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston set to take over. Well, their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. 2 now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Tua's throw going to be caught by Davis. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. Looking to pass. Tua. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's complete to Dell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll get this to about the 38. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Danny Gray. 38 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tua now on 1st down. That's complete to Pierce. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Tua going to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. 39 yards there. A big one. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Kansas City, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2, and they will head back home